Hello everybody, it's been a little while since my last video and I have been asked for an update by one of the followers who have been watching along my journey. So this would be, I would say, 3 months now since my operation and recovery all in one. And the main issue I was having kind of during my recovery and in my last video at my post-operative, I did mention an awful lot about my uvula being very swollen and very long. So it is still quite swollen at the top, and it is still slightly longer than what I'm used to. However, it has shrunk up enough for me now not to feel like I'm swallowing all the time, which is a huge relief. I was told that if I lose some weight, that would really encourage it to shrink. So I have started back at the gym. I will be doing a calorie deficit diet as well, because it means I'm still able to eat the foods that I really like. It's just a bit more controlled, and hopefully that will also help reduce that a wee bit more, because I'm a wee bit heavy on neck fat, unfortunately. So we're going to get rid of some of this and that should help. But yeah, it's been really good since my recovery. I have to say, everything's been really positive. I've got a new lease of life. My health is just so much better. I did catch so since then I've had COVID, which kind of knocked me for 6, but that was fine. And then I caught the summer cold. Now, the summer cold was the thing that gave me a sore throat, and I was under some delusion that because I had a tonsillectomy that I would never get a sore throat ever again. So I was a little bit disheartened when I woke up one day with a sore throat, but then I was like, do you know what? You have experienced some chronic pain through your recovery. This is just a sore throat. It's nothing compared to what you experienced before. So that wee talk to myself really helped, and the sore throat went away within a couple of days. I can say that I'm still really happy with the choice that I made going forward for the tonsillectomy, because it has made a massive difference. I've not had any penicillin at all since then. I have rarely had to take paracetamol or ibuprofen, and they've been for other reasons like headaches, and yeah, everything just seems to be great. There's only a couple of weird things that I've noticed since having the operation and my recovery. Little things like when I'm swimming and I'm under the water holding my breath, I can feel a lot more pressure at the back of my throat, which I'm not used to, and it's a very strange sensation. And it's not just from when I first got into the pool after my recovery, it's every single time now. So it's another thing, I'll get used to it. The other thing I've noticed is that I don't seem to go to the bathroom as often as I used to. I seem to be able to, I don't know if control my bladder is the right term, but I'm not complaining about it though whatsoever, because it's a positive change that has happened, so I'm quite pleased with that. And I'm able to eat spicier foods than I did before. I used to eat a lot of spicy food when I was growing up. I didn't have an issue with it, but it seemed to be like since my tonsils got worse and worse and worse with all the tonsillitis, that I had to kind of restrict the amount of spice that I was actually eating. So now I've kind of reverted back to being able to eat really spicy things, so that's been quite nice. The only thing I will say is that I'm still under quite a lot of stress when it comes to life in general. So I do feel my glands getting swollen, compared to before. It would have been my tonsils and my glands, but it doesn't affect me nowhere near what my tonsillitis did when they were swelling up. It's so much easier to handle, so much easier to manage. The other thing, my snoring is gone, totally gone. unless I've had an alcoholic drink, I think I don't snore at all as far as I'm aware. My housemates have said that there's nothing, so that's great. And yeah, I just feel that my life has been given the key of freedom. I just feel so much better now. I'm saying yes to a lot of things. I don't have to think twice about it now. I don't worry about getting sick anymore. It's such a freeing experience, and I'm so glad that I did this for myself. So, and like I say, the uvula was the thing that was really bothering me as well, post operative. And even though it has gone down quite dramatically, I do feel that once I've started to lose the weight, it's going to help even more. So I'm going to pop a photo in so you can see what it looks like now. I took the photo 2 nights ago, so it's still a new photo. But yeah, again, thank you so much for following along and watching these videos. It really means the world to me. And like I say, if it helps anybody make a decision on what they want to do or what they don't want to do, then at least I'm able to help somebody. That makes me very, very happy. So thank you very much again, and I'll maybe see you in the future at some point. Bye. As you can see from the photo here, my uvula is nowhere near as swollen as what it was even 2.5 months ago. It is slightly wider at the top than what it used to be, but to be fair, there is a lot more room for it now to sort of hang down. It's still a little bit longer than I would like it to be, however, it is not affecting me now when I'm swallowing. I can still sometimes feel it, but it's nowhere near as bad as what it was. If you look just at either side of the top of my uvula, almost like a spiderweb effect, this is the scarring that has been left over from the operation. I've never had an operation before, but as far as I'm concerned, it went incredibly well, and I think this is pretty neat and tidy. Especially for the area that it's in, it's healed remarkably well. And the bits just underneath the spider webbing you can see are maybe not red, but they look a little bit irritated. And then just on the right hand side of this picture, just behind the uvula, you can see some swelling of my gland there as well. This is completely normal for me, even with my tonsils. So this, like I said, this picture was taken a couple of days ago. I was very stressed. So this is nothing abnormal for me whatsoever. I think the only thing I forgot to mention, the differences I've noticed, is that after my operation, my gag reflex was pretty horrific with the scabbing and everything falling off. But I actually had a really nice period of about 2 months where I did not have a gag reflex at all. But unfortunately, it caught me by surprise. My gag reflex all of a sudden switched back on one morning when I was brushing my teeth. So I thought it had cured my gag reflex, but unfortunately it hasn't. But as you can tell, it is clean, it's tidy, and it just looks so much better than it did before my operation. So, like I say, guys, it is the best decision I've ever made. And I'm just going to leave that there with you. And thank you very much for watching. Bye.